What is up, awesome people? And welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday Shenanigans! Alrighty, so for this week we have the battle I was supposed to do last week, but due to how long the delay was for Wi-Fi Wednesday and because I felt so bloody rusty, I left it for this week. Alright, so the long-awaited NU versus UU battle that we did over on Pipnine's livestream, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something like that, is now finally here. So yes, it's a very interesting team, and I have been at this particular team for a while now. I actually did a battle before this. It was a 3-0, which I wasn't exactly too thrilled about, but it was on the lines of upload worthy, but I kind of wanted to wait for a more closer match to upload since they're the type of videos I like to upload, regardless of whether it was fun or not. I kind of look for the quality of how fun it was and the closeness of battle. But anyways, I shall quit the dribbling and get on with the actual battle. So yes, this one is a NU Sun team. So I haven't done a Sun team as of yet. I think so far all I've done is... No, this was my first NU team, I do believe. Anyways, I go for the Mesprit lead here, and the Crobat predicts that because it is my sunny day setup. I think the only move it has is, I think, Knockoff. So that's great. I think I've also got Stealth Rocks on here, which is something I don't normally run on my leads. Focus Sash is something I very rarely run, actually. Anyways, the Crobat went cross-pose in there because I'm defensive, I do believe. I didn't do as much. Goes for Tailwind there, so this is definitely a tanky support Crobat. So I knocked off its item there. I actually wasn't paying attention what it had. But anyways, they're going to swap out there and go into their Buffalin. So there's a good chance this is going to be Choice Banded. So they go swap into a knockoff. And I knock off their Choice Band, which is awesome. So Head Charge definitely coming my way here. So and I live on 9 health, which is awesome. And I just go for another knockoff here because I didn't think I was going to live a Head Charge there. So I live it and I'm going to die, which wasn't cool. So I probably did a huge misplay there. I could have set up my sunny day and made everything awesome. Plus their Tailwind did peter out there, so no more boost speed. So I know I can live another move from that Buffalin regardless of what it's going to set up. So I go for the D-Dance since I do have Focus Sash on this Charizard. Normally I run Choice Scarf Charizard in NU, but I wanted something a little bit different this time. They go for the Wild Charge, and that does not bring me down to my Sash. Does miss out by 3 points. Recall damage there does bring that Buffalin down, and Fire Punch is definitely going to take out the Buffalin, considering the Charizard did have max attack, and it had a +1 in attack thanks to Dragon Eggs. Alright, next up was the Toxic Rogue. So I'm thinking, Fake Out or something. So yeah, Fake Out coming my way, knocking out the Charizard. Which, if it didn't have Fake Out, which I don't know why, unless it was Choice Specs or something, or Choice Banded, that would have done a lot of damage to the Toxic Rogue, considering I had a +1 in speed as well to outspeed it. Unless it was Choice Scarf, maybe then it would have outsped me. But regardless, that would have done a lot with Fire Punch and one-shotted it, which is what the Flamethrower from my Magmortar is going to do. Now, this Magmortar is, I guess, somewhat unique in a way. It's a Select Berry special attack speed Magmortar, so I'm relying on a belt strategy here. So this Crobat comes back in. Now I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to kill it from this range, considering I have no stun on the field. But I do take it out, which was good. So I'm assuming that was a physically bulky Crobat, which is what a lot of these support sets are. So next is Pikachu. So it's a physical Pikachu. I'm like, well, that's going to do a lot of damage. I'm not really too sure I didn't go for Volt Tackle there, which is Pikachu's best physical-based move, considering its stab and high base power, ignoring the recall damage there, but that would have definitely taken me out if you used Volt Tackle instead. So this annoying thing comes in. It's a Snorlax. So I'm like, oh, this is great. There's not very much I can do with Snorlax, so I go for Flamethrower. Keeping in mind it does have thick thatch as well, which is going to reduce all damage done by fire-type moves. So I do get a crit, which is awesome. Bit of a shame I didn't have thick that. So it goes for Stockpile there. So I'm like, oh damn, I'm not going to do very much at all to this thing at all. So it's gone for another Stockpile, sitting at quarter health left, I think like mid-orange, I think it was. So it's now at +2 in defense and special defense. Tailwind goes out, which doesn't really matter on the Snorlax. So I go for one more, hoping I get a crit, but I do get the burn, but that's not going to matter because most Snorlaxes that I see run the Resto, Chesto, and yeah, not fun to verse when you're using an NU team. Especially when you're using something that requires fire-type moves and everything along the good stuff there. Yeah, Chesto kicks in there, so the Snorlax is wide awake, sitting at +2 in both its defenses, so I can't swap out, but just in case it's got like Power Up Punch or something, so at the moment it's got Stockpile, it's got rest, and that's all I know at this point in time. I'm thinking it could have sleep talk, and I'm assuming it's definitely running body slam. So it's got the power up punch. I'm like, oh damn, this is not going to be fun at all. It's already at its +3, which is as far as stockpile goes, and now it's going to start raising its attack. So unfortunately, my Celebrate kicks off now. It's like, oh, like I could have set off that a little bit earlier if that Pikachu did more damage. Then I could have done the Belch with hits at 120 base power, regardless of no stab. So yeah, that was quite an anti-climatic event there with that Belch, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping for some awesome moment there, but that never happened, unfortunately. So I go into Lilligant. I'm like, well, my only chance here is if I go Sleep Powder and this thing stays asleep, well, I just Petal Dance it to death and hope for a crit. Yeah, well, that's pretty much the plan at the moment. So hopefully that goes to plan. So here comes the first Petal Dance. Also, I'm not running Inner Focus or whatever Lilligant normally runs. I'm actually running Chlorophyll in this set, so since this is a Sun team, I was relying on the Sun to boost the Lilligant speed, make it double, to make it outspeed pretty much everything in NU. So now it's down into the red. I'm like, don't wake up, don't wake up. Oh no, I'm confused. I wanted one more turn of Petal Dance and it would have been all grand. Right, it's still asleep, which is good. Now I've got to get past the confusion. Come on, Lilligant. Oh, come on, Lilligant. No, not now. No, not the bad. Oh, God. Speaking of bad luck, the Snorlax wakes up and goes for the bye-bye. 99, going back to sleep. So it's like, oh, great. This is going to be either a stall fest or this is going to be frustrate KrimZen night. So I'm going to swap out there and go into my Raichu because I don't know. I'm just going to swap out, get rid of the confusion hacks, and hopefully I can do something with Raichu. So I don't have Focus Blast on this thing because I hate running Focus Blast, so I go for the Thunderbolt, hoping for a crit or something, because I think I'm running Choice Specs on my Raichu, which, as a lot of people know, that's pretty much my common go-to set with Raichu. So it's got Ice Punch, so I'm like, okay, it doesn't have any stab moves, but that's going to do a lot, because I think I was at +2 with Power Up Punch. I'm like, come on, I need Para Hacks or something, or a critical hit, or just anything, game. Come on, work with me, game. So that was not Power Up Punch, so I'm pretty sure it's sitting at +3 now, which is very scary, considering it's also got +3 in both its defenses. There's going to be absolutely nothing on this team that's going to be able to do anything to the Snorlax. So I sent in Ordino, hoping to scare it out, thinking it's going to be the standard Carmine set that most Ordino run in NU. Hopefully it's going to be enough to scare it out, thinking, oh, I can't do much to this Ordino once it starts setting up Carmines. So I go for the Sunny Day, because I don't have Carmine on this set. So I've now got the Stun up. Hopefully that's going to do something. So they're going to continue going for the Power Up Punch there, so that's now at +4, but there isn't much that this Snorlax can do. It can Ice Punch me, but if they're fearing it's the standard set, there's got to be nothing they can do to it. If I can just wish up, get all my health back. But secretly, that's not actually what this Ordino does. So I swap into the Pidgeot here, and since I'm running absolutely no special attack EVs at all, I only do half damage to the Pidgeot. So they're going to Mega Evolve there. I'm like, well, this is great because they've got no guard, which means Hurricane will hit all the time and boosted in the Sun Heat Wave, which is, again, not cool. So I'm pretty sure I'm running the either max defense or max special defense. I can't actually remember at this point in time what's being run for my defensive evolves. That's right, so since I got no guard, it means Fire Blast will hit all the time, and they get a critical hit there on the Air Slash, which is not cool because that made a bit of a difference, in a way. So yeah, Fire Blast does take out the Pidgeot, which is awesome, which means their final Pokemon that's left on their side is the Snorlax, I do believe. So I know I can outspeed the Snorlax, so I'll just go for the Healing Wish here. Now the whole point of the Healing Wish is I can set up a Sunny Day and then Heal the Wish out, and hopefully I can either get rid of a status effect on one of my other Pokemon and heal them back to full health. So since there was no target there, Power Up Punch misses, which means no boost at all, and unfortunately that Sun disappears, but in the end it doesn't actually mean anything because I don't need extra speed to outspeed a Snorlax, unless it's like one of those special Snorlaxes that you see, which would be very interesting. So from here I thought I may as well go for a Sleep Powder here, hope that hits, which it does, thankfully. Put that to sleep, and then I can just spam the Petal Dance. Hopefully it's enough to 2-shot or even 3-shot this Snorlax if it doesn't wake up. If it does wake up, then I'm in a lot of trouble. So considering its health, it actually does a lot of damage, which is great. So it wakes up as well, and they didn't go for the rest, so I don't know what was going through their brain unless they wanted to end the battle, because Snorlax is the only Pokemon left on the field. It had to set up again, which would have been a real pain in the rear side if it did, because it would have made it into a Snorfest. but they didn't play that way, which is excellent. Snorlax goes down, and that's the end of the battle. So there we go, guys. That is the Sun team for the NU tier. So I've done a Sun team for PU. I think I may have done a second one as well for PU as well. Also considering as well that NU is so small, I didn't realise NU had shrunk over the time that I haven't been playing it. There's not really much I can really do in regards to a second Sun team unless I incorporate PU Pokemon into it, which I could do in a way, but then I'd be reusing Pokemon that I've already done for PU. So that's probably going to be it for the Sun team. I have made another team composition for NU. I'm not going to say what it is, but I've got a funny feeling I can make a second one out of that because reasons. I'm not going to give it away. And I'll go do another team for NU after that. I may do another team after that as well if I can pull enough Pokemon up for it. I got a funny feeling I may not be able to do it though. But as I said, I got to look at the tiers and all that. So we've got a few more teams to do for NU. I think after that I'll just go back and start reusing previous teams that I've shown off, or I do something else. I don't know what I'm going to do there. So yeah, I may upload the other battle that I had with this team because it was definitely a lot more fair battle and some interesting moments definitely happened, which was excellent. I always look for that. Other than that, we have, as I said, we've still got some Misty stuff left. I've got something else I could possibly use as well. So overall, I'm trying to say is I've got stuff planned for Wi-Fi Wednesday. Hopefully it happens. So look out for that type of stuff. So that's going to be it for me because I feel like I drabbled on a little bit for the end there. So until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao.